So I got my fuchsias from last year in the high tunnel here, and we're going to overwinter them in here. This is 3 that we got and planted this year. They're they're that kind, Marcia Shadow Dancers, and then these over here are the fuchsias that we've had for several years. I bring them in, cut them back, and then bring them out again in the spring when they start growing. So we're going to cut these back. A little tip for you: you save your little forks, put them in upside down into any pots. If birds come and try to make nests in them, it's pokey. They don't like it, so they usually leave that alone. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so with fuchsias, you don't really need to be too careful about where you cut. I just like to have some kind of material in here to cover up the dirt. These won't get watered very much during the winter, if at all. Over there. And I just like to have a little something on it to decompose a little bit. But we just go through, cut everything down, and then it'll get down like this pot. And then we just go ahead and leave them in here. So it's just cut away. And then I keep the sticks, put them over here, and then I'll take them outside to compost somewhere. And you may remember that we put aside some peppers to overwinter in here as well, and they're dying back just like they should, so we're just going to pluck off the dead leaves. You can see that I even did get some more peppers. Obviously they're dead too. So I just watered these. They haven't been watered in a couple months since I brought them in, actually. So I'll go ahead and water these, and we're going to overwinter those too, so that'll be fun. I've got some seeds that I'm still drying in here. These are an onion seed, still coming out of little heads. And then this is also where I store my solar drying rack in the high tunnel over the winter time to get it out of the rain. And yeah, that's it. So this is our high tunnel. It's just all piping that Mr. Old School Prepper put together himself. This is not a kit. He got big lengths of pipe, bent it, taught himself to weld, and he welded them together. And then this is a swimming pool cover. And then on the outside of that we have another clear plastic cover, but it's pretty nice. Cost about $500, I think, all said and done. Here you see this is water running, so it's a sprinkler system. Turn it on, and while we're out of town, and things can get watered in here while we're out of town. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Just more racks and stuff. Is really dirty in here, but you know, gardens get like that. And then there's a dog. Yep, I've also got my hoses in here that were outside. So drain your hoses, get all the water out of them, and then put them aside so they don't freeze. Anyway, so putting fuchsias away to overwinter, it's a good thing. Bye. Okay, now we've got these 3 finished. And then we just kind of cleaned up the peppers that were overwintering, and you will remember a couple of them had little pepper pods on them, so I removed them and buried them in the soil of the pot that they go with. And then, sorry for the spin, got the big fuchsias all cut down, and so we'll just leave them in here to be happy over the winter time, and I'll water them, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, but mostly just leave them alone. And when you come out in the spring one day, you'll start to see new growth, and they'll be bigger and better than they were in the previous years. Like this one, look how big. This is a couple years old, but look how big these are. Yeah. So anyway, there you have it. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.